If you're anything like me and you spend hours in Zoom meetings, team calls, or just recording videos that you're later going to watch, you've probably noticed that the light sources we have in our apartments or office spaces are just not that flattering. Well, I wanted to counteract that, so I purchased this affordable $10 ring light. Let's see how it works. I ordered this tripod with lights with very low expectations. I didn't expect the ring light to be amazing, but so far it seems to be quite decent. When it comes to the tripod, it's quite nice material for $10. The metal legs seem quite sturdy, let's just say. And then the ring light just goes here with the attachment, and it also has a part where you can put your phone and attach it to the ring light. So that's how it looks like fully assembled. The legs can go slightly up and down to choose the position, but the tripod doesn't really have any more height than this. You can move this part to maybe if you're doing a product review to move it to the appropriate position. As of now, I'm just gonna leave it at this angle. So this ring light is very easy to use. You just connect it to some kind of power with the USB. And I'm just gonna connect it to my laptop, and then we can just turn it on and switch the settings with the button over here and just in the middle to this bluish kind of a light and then more warm light. Then you can also let's switch it around so you can see better, and then we can adjust the intensity of the light. Let's see how it differs. So this is the brightest it can get, and then let's onto this and lower this one. And this is dimmed as it gets. So now let's see how it looks like to actually film with the ring light. So let's turn it on and let's dim the lights. So it just goes down by one level with each click. That is the lowest it can get. Let's change. And now it's different vibe with this like bluish light. Slightly painful on the eyes. And then the last one. So right now I am sitting in a completely dark room. There are blackout curtains just behind me, so if we didn't have any source of light, that would look like this. And then with this little ring light, it looks like this. And then let's play with the settings, go a little brighter, switch the type of the light, dim it down a little, and the last settings. Generally speaking, there's also this little controller for the light source. So you can connect your phone and just start and stop taking pictures with that little remote control. However, I do have an Apple Watch, so I can just do it with my Apple Watch, and I prefer that. I think one of the things that I wish this ring light had would be a little bit longer tripod. However, for the price, I think this is perfectly fine, and I can just get a different tripod for that particular case. It's tall enough, so when you're sitting and you're talking, making this type of video, maybe video conference, video calls, I think the height is perfect. And now let's move on to the phone holder. So this is it. It's made of plastic, and it makes a little bit of a noise when you move it, so when you adjust it. I have only tried it with relatively small phones, so just regular sized iPhones. And it fits them perfectly fine. I haven't tried it with any bigger phones, but construction and the tripod seem quite sturdy, so when you just move it around, it's totally fine. It doesn't seem to fall or anything like that. As with every single filming equipment item, you definitely need to ask yourself whether you want to go for the budget version or for something mid-range or more of an expensive item. For me, this cheap, affordable ring light is perfectly fine. It does what I would like it to do. However, of course, if you need something a little bit more intense or maybe have a light that's slightly bigger, that will of course most likely require a little bit more money. Of course, if you need a little bit more of a pro type of equipment and you need to have a light source that's bigger, maybe more intense, this light source is not for you. However, if you're just a regular person attending Zoom call meetings, I think this one definitely will make your videos stand out and look better. In my personal opinion, I don't think you need to spend that much money on light, as most just people who use it for video calls or small YouTubers will be fully satisfied with a very cheap light source. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that this review was quite useful. This ring light seems to be a little bit of a better option than just a regular tripod. Gives a little bit more flexibility in terms of light and the feel of the shot. So that's great. I'm glad I bought it, and I think 10 Australian dollars for this tripod is a good deal.